Everything just coming easy. Can't seem to put a foot wrong at the moment, can the Spanish rider. It's taken a fair amount of time for him to really unleash his full potential in MotoGP. KTM, and top performance once again yesterday by the Austrian factory's test rider Pol Espargaro. Fresh from a shopping trip in New York to the top 10 and directly into Q2 around the super fast and super scary Phillip Island. All the other KTM riders.
Phillip Island, Nico, how was he able to do that?
Yeah, well, that's probably how fun is MotoGP right now. It's a super strong performance for Paul. We know in a good day, and yeah, yesterday he admitted that it was one lap and he could have done only one and not two like this. But anyway, he did it. He enjoyed himself. He had a huge smile on his face after this run, and now that's a super performance. You know, talking to him afterwards, then he admitted yesterday that was probably one of the first time since his crash in 23 that is. I mean, Pedro scored the podium and Brad wasn't before. And they're struggling, it's true. We don't really know why. If we knew, probably we wouldn't be in this position. But
second worst Friday of 2025 for the Beast. Only Termas did he finish lower on a Friday when he was down in 21st place. That was all, of course, back at round 2, just his second outing on the KTM RC16.
Full second slower than Pol Espargaro yesterday, who of course is no stranger to that KTM. It's no slouch even.
Quickest so far this morning. He said on Thursday he was going to take the punt, maybe take the risk of using the soft rear tyre with a full 27 lap distance in the Grand Prix tomorrow. I think Fabio did 19 laps on a soft rear tyre yesterday, and he had some very eye-catching
severely around this circuit in the last 4 or 5 laps. He's even got the pearl necklace.
As the boss, Piero Palamasso joins Jack.
Yeah, he does indeed. It's always a fascinating tyre race here at the Riders' Whistle, 5 laps where there's quite a big drop.
To understand when appears the drop, we know that until 17, 20 it can last, but after we don't know. So let's see. The tire specification is very close to
of that final corner, which is taken in dry conditions here at around about 165 kilometres an hour. And this is the part of the racetrack, I guess, where Quartararo feels most exposed, down the main straight and into turn 1, interestingly.
And it's been another excellent shot.
Quarter of a second back from Gian Antonio takes you all the way back to Pedro Acosta in 9th place.
Again here in Australia.
1:27.278 for Bezzecchi, gave him a quarter of a second advantage over Fabio Di Gianantonio. Fabio Quartararo third from Alex Marquez, Raul Fernandez and Fermin Aldeguer, who we'll see in Q1 shortly, alongside Jack Miller, who was 7th, Pecco Bagnaia, who once again discarded his first bike pretty early on in the morning, 8th ahead of Acosta and Binder for KTM. Joan Mir 11th from Pol Espargaro. Frankie Morbidelli, who's also in Q1, has been anonymous so far. Marini, whose Honda went top 4th.
Session coming up shortly, which will involve Fabio Quartararo, Fabio Di Gianantonio, 2 names that are surely going to be contenders for the front row. Will the 2 Fabios have some competition from Fermin for pole position here then in round 19 in Australia?
With only the top